We've been walking for an hour and a half and we've only made it a third of the way.
We've got Spanish public transport down to the final.
Man, she loves it, bonjour!
Oh, now we've got it on film as well.
Oh, you're an absolute...
In Monte Carlo.
As I said I would, doing it in second.
We've finally woken up. Tom's in the shower, which is quite funny because I had a shower last night and basically there's nowhere to put the shower head and it's like the world's most powerful shower and there's no shower curtain, so you just end up spraying water absolutely everywhere. How are you feeling about today, Mike? Rome.
Yeah, it's 5:30.
Well, it's only 6 now.
Yeah, we need to scrap a few days and then just get up at like 10 in the morning, spend a whole day in a country, and then go somewhere else and spend a whole other day in a country.
I mean, tomorrow we might even be able to get up at like 7.
Oh my god.
Good morning, viewers, from Menton Bridge. Tunnel. Jesus. It's 7:19 in the morning, forgive me. David is revving the out of his engine because he wants to and he can. We are due in to Pisa, get this, in 3 hours.
Yeah, it's not very far.
Not very far at all.
Italia! Yeah.
Yay! We're in Italy! Our language lesson is going brilliant.
Could you translate it, please? Is Quattradolo, per favor?
God almighty, that's impressive.
So what is with the leaning tower? It wasn't leaning and now it is, or
Yeah, I think.
has been for a couple of hundred years or something.
Well, life doesn't get much better than this. In the Italian mountains, on my motorbike, incredible scenery, and it's not even too hot. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, about 25 degrees, absolutely perfect. The random delivery of Maseratis going on there.
Bolton's just woken up. We have pulled in at a service station somewhere in Italy, don't know where. You've slept the whole journey.
Pretty much.
You need some caffeine, major caffeine. He was buzzing a few hours ago.
Yeah.
I tell you, these students are all talk and no trousers.
It's very, very
Welcome to Italy. Look at that. We have just pulled in on a motorway service station.
energy drink.
€2 a litre.
I put in 12-13 litres and it was 25 euros.
Is that the most expensive it's ever cost you to fill up?
The most.
I was saying it's more expensive than Monte Carlo. That just does not make sense.
Yeah, well, Monte Carlo is about the same as France.
Bolton is living the dream. He has slept the entire journey.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little you slept the whole journey.
To be fair, I felt a bit bad for waking him up because I thought actually he was up late trying to find us somewhere to park.
Yeah. Lad. I would think I was first asleep last night, was I?
Yeah.
So, what do we think of Italians? Be careful what we say.
The driving standards have dropped slightly.
You think?
The actual build quality of the roads has dropped, but the scenery and the roads themselves are phenomenal. Absolutely loving.
Now, in England, we have something called Little Chef. The Italians have got my chef. Right, I'm gonna have some breakfast. What's for breakfast?
What is for breakfast every day and will be for the next week or two.
Is it a bag of crisps?
Blasting through a tunnel somewhere in northern Italy. Just had our first stop of the day. We're doing 3 stops today. We've now got about an hour and a half to go until we're at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That'll be our second stop. And then Pisa to Rome's about another 250 miles. And we'll stop once on that route as well. Come into the blazing sunshine. Absolutely stunning view of the sea to the left, mountains to the top. My God, it's incredible. I'm going to declare it now, I am in heaven. These roads, this weather, this bike, absolutely perfect. You know, one of the reasons I came on this trip was I so often go out on the bike and end up in nice weather on nice roads. And I sort of think to myself, I could do this all day. Which is kind of why I came up with the idea of this trip, was to actually say, okay, let's try and do it all day. And honestly, so far today, it has all literally been like this.
Why is there always, whenever I turn it on to get a good view,
Look right, there you go.
a cocking barrier in the way?
Well, here we are, 2,700 kilometres into the trip, and we are approaching Pisa.
Have you seen this
Cock,
queue?
Have you seen the queue for Pisa?
That sounds funny. Yeah.
Don't include it.
Too late, we are.
Oh, cock.
This is the queue. This is a very nice wall.
Yes, the Great Wall of
The Great
Italy.
Wall of Pisa.
We were going to stop and walk in, but it is so hot. And it took us a good 45 minutes or so to get in through the toll roads. We just thought, we can't face it. So we're gonna try and drive past it or round it, I don't know yet. We're gonna try and do something.
the car park.
We might have to go to the car park, mate, because I don't think we can drive into the walled bit.
How badly do you want to see it?
Badly.
Mike said badly.
Okay, do what you like.
Okay. Do what you like.
But that car park was full as well.
Can you hold the get the sat nav set up for Rome? Can you hold the steering wheel? Okay, so here we go, people.
Onward, but the sat-nav's...
Oh, that's it. That's going to be it. That's going to be it, people.
Get off!
You don't do that. You twist it.
Well, it's not gone very well. We've tried absolutely everything, but we can't find anywhere to stop, let alone park. So we've seen the tower. We didn't quite get it on camera or picture or anything, but you know what? We've seen it.
Where is it?
It's behind the trees.
Well, we're trying to get out of Pisa now. I'm so hot. It is insane. No wonder they don't wear any protective clothing here. It's probably less safe to be this hot. I think the forecast was saying something like 39 today. It's absolutely ridiculous. Is this even though the big sign says Rome left?
So we ignored the signpost to Rome
Because Florence, though, the signs were in Florence, and Florence is between Pisa and Rome.
Well, it is 1 o'clock now, so we are an hour on from the Pisa debacle, and I feel absolutely terrible. I'm still really hot, and all I've eaten all day is that little breakfast bar thing we had about 10 o'clock, 9:30. But you know, the guys would stop if I asked them to, but if we stop now, we're only going to have to stop again. If I can hold on for another hour, I need to get through the next hour, and then I can stop and get fuel, and then I'll have enough to get to Rome. So try and stay awake, stay focused.
Eventually I could take the heat and lack of food and water no more, and Mike was falling asleep, so we had no choice but to head for food, water and a driving change.
So we arrived in yet another city, and we'll be gone in the morning.
Rome's good.
Rome is good.
Actually, the room's quite nice.
We had an event
Bar the double bed.
It wasn't an It was... I mean, when did you guys last do a video?
Don't
Because
know.
honestly, after Pisa, I just gave up. Anyway, Mike and I are sleeping together tonight. And I can show you exactly where I will be sleeping, which is about here.
So, the main station in Rome.
So basically now, we're halfway in the distance. It's like the home run now.
I like your optimism.
Heading north back.
Heading home, aren't we?
Yeah, we're basically heading home via a few places.
Yeah, stopping off at places. Yeah.
Vesper heaven.
My mate Matt Moulenkamp would love this. Matt, if you're watching, this is for you, buddy. Look at that. All of them lining up. It is the Colosseum.
We
in
were a
Rome.
bit disappointed initially when it was just full of scaffolding.
Yeah,
Round the other side of the bed.
if there's anything left.
There is.
Does it go all the way around?
Yeah, it's a Colosseum.
Oh, no, I know, but as in, is it still there, you cock?
Yes, it's still there.
So Tom, give us your facts about this place.
I know almost nothing about this place other than the middle of it, which there isn't anything left of apart from a few pillars. It goes down like underneath where all the gladiators and things would go to before it started. And they
Watch
lift
out,
up
car.
trapdoors and raise them up. The
Trapdoors.
actual floor is gone.
Right, let's go, chaps.
Well, there's something about it, isn't there? It's got real presence.
Yeah, it is a.
Historic.
It's an impressive.
Here we go, here's another shot of the Colosseum. That is a bus in Italy. There we go.
Your Italian accent so convincing.
An Italian soldier. Quite a building.
So this is a standard evening. Mike and Tom on the beer. I'm on the water. It's just been too hot today.
No.
A lovely, refreshing.
Yes. Cheers to that. After a pizza.
Twice a
Oh. Buongiorno. You just photobombed our video. My name is Luigi.
You can't do that. It's such a
Mike's got this romantic vision of what an Italian restaurant should be like, and the waiter is called Luigi.
And he's a plumber, and he runs and catches mushrooms.
To be fair, I used to have an Italian, years and years ago, I used to have an Italian housemate called Luigi, and he was a waiter.
When in Rome, Peroni and beer. Peroni and beer, Peroni and pizza.
Oh, that's incredible.
Is it good? Here we go, the Colosseum at night. Excuse the bins. Sorry for the bins. Yeah. Dave, your thoughts?
Really nice.
Bolton, your thoughts?
It's an impressive building
Yeah.
as a piece of architecture.
It is.
It's,
What's with the
given it was
lasers?
built what 2,000 years ago?
Why are people shining lasers on the Colosseum? Seriously.
Quite an
If anyone's watching this and they know whether the Colosseum is built with a metal structure or not, or whether it was
Also,
just...
I'd quite
to
like
email-
know how much the building weighs.
Weights.
Yeah, what does it weigh?
That's what she said.
I'd quite like to know. That's what she said.
God save our gracious Queen.
We've done this one.
Long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. You got the keys. Get your pockets out.
You're the one with the keys.
It's
you
not.
clown.
I really haven't got
It's not
it.
even.
No, I haven't even got the keys. Look,
Not
wallets.
funny. I don't care. Go and find them and then catch us up because it's not even funny.
Wallet, mobile. I promise you I haven't got them. I promise you I haven't got them.
You have got them.
I really haven't.
You're the one that left the room with them.
No, you left the room with them.
The room with them.
No, you left the room. Oh, here's some postcards.
Mike's lost the key.
In Rome. I mean, look at this. It's about 11 o'clock at night. And there are hundreds of people everywhere. It's just crazy. It's bonkers. I mean, what are these people all doing out late at night?
They probably all lost their room keys, haven't they, Mike?
No, Bolton lost the keys.
You lost the keys because
I
you're
haven't
a
lost the keys.
monumental pillar.
No.
You are.
Oh, buongiorno.
Stop saying hello to people. It's good morning. Just
Stop saying good morning.
we should just keep saying good morning, just because it's funny.
Oh look, there's the Pope. Look, there's the Pope.
It's not the Pope. It's the Pope.
He's trying to distract us from the fact he's been lost.
In Rome. Slightly misplaced. No, not lost, misplaced.
Oh, okay. I'll take
Slight difference. Yeah, you'll take misplaced. We just need to find Estation. Here we go. There we go.
So let's come to this. David and I have to share a bed. How do you feel, David? How do you feel, honey?
Like I need to be armed.
So midnight now here in Rome. Mike's already gone to sleep, having slept in the car and got the most sleep yesterday. Yeah. Tom over there sorting out where we're going to park tomorrow, as am I.
We're so happy.
Right.
Our vehicles are still
Look
alive.
at this. Look at this station. Yeah.
We actually were stupid enough to park here last night.
My car was parked here. The headlight was damaged by a pigeon before we left the UK, and
it was damaged by a pigeon since we parked here.
Yeah.
and David's bike is untouched. But are we lucky? I mean, it's an absolute
Yeah.
around here.
Spoke to the bloke in the hotel last night, and he said,
You parked where?
yeah, he basically went,
No, you did not
"You
park
haven't
there.
parked there, have you?"
Oh, what?
And then asked if there are any walls. No.
No.
Is there anything to stop anyone else getting in?
No.
Have you paid for parking?
No.
Is there any CCTV or anybody
No.
at the car park? No.
Does anyone park there overnight?
No. Yeah, so we're quite happy.
What the
I'm
hell were we thinking?
delighted.
So we are 2 hours 28 minutes away from our destination. Bolton is asleep yet again.
Some kind of, I suppose the equivalent of an Italian back road, and it's really very nice to drive. However, the speed limits are a little excessive. I think we're having to do like 70 here or something. And the road surface is terrible. But the actual road itself is really, really nice. So we've been on the go for over 2 hours today. We had a bit, well, not really a lie-in, I mean we're still up at 6:30, but more of a lie-in than we have previous days. And so far clocked up, I'd say about 130, 140 miles or so today.
David, as you can see, is getting quite impatient with 35-mile-an-hour limit.
The 58 on the side of my helmet, that is the number of the MotoGP Italian rider Marco Simoncelli. And today we're going to his hometown in Coriano in Rimini to go and see this kind of tribute museum, as far as I can tell, that they've made for him. I was such a huge fan of his riding, he was absolutely phenomenal, but more on that later.
Average. It's gone to 0, we've done it.
That's it.
2k. Woo! Yeah. clue.
No, Dave doesn't know.
We've
He's
just hit,
working in kilometres, so
just hit 2k. 2,000 miles.
yeah.
Look at that, viewers. Look at that. Doesn't get more Italian than that. All we need now is pepperoni, bolognese, pasta. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay.
So we're here in the beautiful Italian village of Coriano.
Or if you're Mike, then Corona or Corina.
Or Carino. At no point has he managed to spell it or pronounce it correctly. So you can see we must be getting close. We've got the 58 banners up that matches this, obviously. Just got to try and find it. So, Tom, what's the news?
The news is, unfortunately, it's shut. Because
despite what the website said.
Yeah, despite what the website said, the Italians like to have lunch between 12:30 and 4:30.
And it's what, 2:30 now?
2:30
so we
now.
couldn't be halfway in between the times, which is so infuriating.
Yeah.
But we found a nice view. You can see the sea. Look at that. An amazing place. So Tom, we've come for some pizza and some drinks. Just outside there's the memorial and the grave over there.
Mike's missing out because Professor Grumpy Guts.
He is today, isn't he? And then we've got, look at that, all the tributes on the wall.
When we got to the museum, we saw it was closed and it wasn't going to be open until 4:30. We had a very difficult discussion with Mike, who just isn't interested in it at all, and he just wanted to get to the hotel and get the travelling over and done with. But I just thought, I will probably never be in Coriano, having ridden there on a motorbike from England with that 58 on my helmet. It just felt right that I had to go there today.
Right, so we're leaving Coriano now. What a very, very special place, and what a very touching tribute it is to Marco Simoncelli. That little field with the memorial and the gravestones, really, really nice. And then the shop, gallery, museum. It's really nice because so many people back home just haven't heard of him, they don't know about him. So it's so nice to come here where he's almost like a religion.
So here we are at Imola race circuit, and amazingly we can just get up into the grandstand. So that is the circuit, that's the car and the bike. There's a poster of Senna up on the wall, and we're going to try and find the memorial. We're inside Imola race circuit, following the brown signs, and it's a really, really nice place. It's like a mini village. It's got a tennis court and trees and everything. And there we go. That'll be it over there.
Senna! My goodness! I just saw him plunge off to the right, and Senna has joined Pietro Lamy and JJ Letter in a shattered motor car. You can see the debris on the right. What on earth happened there?
Fifth hotel, day 6. We are in Bologna, which is quite a nice city, apart from it took a while to find somewhere to park. It's Mike and Tom's turn to share the beds next to each other with the world's biggest headboard. So how's today been? Journey's not been too bad on the whole.
We've gone and seen 2 dead men.
Mike's not been very interested in today's activities.
So the boys have gone out into Bologna to find some food. I'm okay for food, to be honest, but I need a rest. You know, as you've probably seen, the boys are quite happily to sleep in the car, sleep anywhere. Mike got to sleep early last night. Tom got a lie-in this morning, and I just haven't had anything. And today was the first day I started struggling to really stay awake on the bike, especially going to Imola from Coriano. That was quite tiring. Today was really, really good. Coriano was just fabulous, and you know, not many people have heard of Marco Simoncellis in the UK unless you follow the MotoGP, and to be in a place where his name and his number are everywhere, and you know, you've got the memorial and the tributes and everything. I just thought it was really, really special, because I don't think he should be forgotten. He was such an incredible character, such an amazing racer as well. It was so enjoyable to watch, and such a nice guy. And what happened was absolutely tragic. And Imola today was incredibly surreal, very much like Monte Carlo was. And just looking down that straight coming out of Tamburello Corner, and all I could think was Murray Walker's voice when he said, "Senna!" as he went off into the wall. And of course we all know what followed. And to actually be there looking at that bit of track and to see the famous statue of him was incredibly surreal. You know, I'm quite glad we've got these things on video, because it's going to feel so unreal come a week or two. So a few concerns coming up is weather. There are some severe thunderstorms and hurricane or something approaching Europe. We think we're going to be okay tomorrow going to Geneva, and it's really just what's going to happen after that. So the trip as a whole, I'm pretty happy with it in terms of an experience. Would I do it again? No. The mileage is ridiculous. We don't have enough time in places. As a one-off experience, I'm loving it. I don't think I could do it again. Not on a bike. Sunday was a very, very difficult day for me on the bike, and all sorts of things were going through my mind on Sunday when we were in that rain, and we still had something like 400 miles to cover, and it was just raining and raining and raining heavier and heavier, and I couldn't see the lines on the road, I couldn't see anything up ahead of me, and you know, I was literally just clinging on to the lights of the car in front, and I was having to set the pace for Mike and Tom,
and it was really, really scary, and I couldn't even see where a good place to turn off, pull over was, and you'd only end up getting just as wet. And you know, it just goes to show you take a gamble with these things, and we have planned everything assuming that the weather will be alright, and I think that's probably the biggest mistake. We've been very lucky the last few days. We've had amazing weather. It's been very, very hot, but the heat we can deal with. Heat doesn't make things dangerous until you drive into Pisa and end up stationary for most of the day. In fact, if you are me watching this in a few months' time, looking back on this trip thinking it was really, really good, it was, but don't do it again. Do something more sensible. Go on holiday somewhere nice. Fly. Don't drive.
Maranello, home of Ferrari.
We haven't got the most expensive car though.
He is about to go around the most dangerous circuit in the world. How do you feel?
Scared.
I don't think we'd die if we crashed. Be careful, but have fun.
Oh!
We are now in the storm.